trying to tackle the couple's inefficient management style. Alex wants them to agree effectively.
Hello.
To help them work more effectively.
Boom, boom, boom. Get in the room. Boom, boom. Get in the room. Watermelon messages. What does that mean?
Fantastic.
From 10 o'clock in the morning.
Candy, I should probably not be eating.
I think that will take you till 2 o'clock. So from 2 o'clock, you do the maintenance check.
That's kind of weird.
4 o'clock, you do the administration. And then, yeah, most of the contractors
Come on in the room, though. I'm not going to be on here long. As a matter of fact, let me set my timer. I'm going to be on here for 15. I'm not going to be on here long. As a matter of fact, let me set my timer. I'm going to be on here for 15. I'm going to be on here for 15. All right, I'm back. Hey, I'm going to be on here for 15 minutes. I just wanted to hop on here because I have been slacking on my going live, you guys. This week has been pretty stressful. Come on in the room. Matter of fact, let me grab my other phone and go ahead and go live on Facebook as well. Let's see. Where did I put the phone? Come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all. Come on. Let me get my Facebook. Go live on my Facebook. I have been trying to get better with going live on Facebook again. So I think I'm up to like at least one day a week I'm live on Facebook. So let me. Hello. Come on in the room, everybody. Come on in the room. Let me know where you're coming in from as you come in. Let me see. Oh, flip my camera around. Flip the camera around. This lighting in here, man, is really not the business. Hello, Facebook. What are y'all doing? Welcome in, TikTok. All right, you guys. So, hey, Facebook friends. I'm not gonna be long. I'm gonna be on my TikTok live for just 15 minutes today. I know. I generally go live at least 45 minutes to an hour every day on TikTok. But I've been slipping on my pimping, y'all. I've been slipping on my pimping. And I just like, it's been last week was really, the past few days were kind of stressful. So I am over that. I'm over being stressed because you know what I realized? That God is in control. I realize God is in control. And so I don't need to be stressed out about anything, especially things that I really can't control. Or or maybe I could, or things that I could or should have done, but I didn't do. I just could have, should have, did it, could have, should have, would have, and I didn't, right? But that happens to all of us. Life be lifing, as the young folks say. So I'm on my TikTok, and I'm on my Facebook. So I was live already on my other TikTok account, on my Team Pay Daily account. But what I want to do is tell you guys, listen, we are starting the final 90-day push of the year. The 90-day, the final 30K in 90 days push this year. So I want you guys to get in here with me. I want you, if you're on my TikTok, then you see right there, let me move it around, that little blue thing right there that says Team Pay Daily. That is my website. Go there and get connected. Let's get started. Listen, here's the thing I want to tell you guys. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you are tired of having more month than money, then it's time for you to make a change. It is time for you to make a change in your life. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Hey, Sasha, welcome in. Hey, Sharon, welcome in. Welcome in, friends. Go ahead and tap on the screen on my TikTok, please, and help send this live out to more people. I would surely appreciate that. And over here on Facebook, you can share this live or not, because I'm not going to be too much longer. But yeah. So if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you know there's more to life, right? You're just like, there's gotta be more. Especially if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or beyond that, right? You know that time is ticking. And we don't have time to waste. Remember last year? Remember December? Go back with me through time. Back to December 2024. And you were like, this is going to be my year. Next year is going to be my year, because this year was hard. And maybe Christmas came and you couldn't buy the things you wanted to buy for your loved ones, or couldn't do the things that you wanted to do. Maybe you wanted to travel. Maybe you wanted to go visit family. There's so many things that people didn't do. And why? Because your finances, right, your MONEY, your cash flow or lack thereof, dictated what you could and couldn't do. Wouldn't it be nice to just be able to have some more money than month? Wouldn't it be nice to just say, you know what, I feel like I'm just going to pick up and I'm just going to go wherever and be able to go and not have to stress because you have a job to go to. Maybe you love your job, maybe you hate your job. I'm not telling you to quit your job. I'm just telling you, you got to take control of everything that you can take control of. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Jay Champ. Hey, Stephen Williams. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. Welcome in. I absolutely love TikTok. Hey, Jean Meadow. I hope I'm saying your name right. Jay Champ. Welcome in, Shasha. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. Take your finger, tap on the screen, help send this live out to more people. Hey, Jose Franco. Welcome in, friend. Welcome in. Gigi. I am going to be a grandma for the first time ever, and I'm going to be called Gigi, but G-I-G-I. Yeah, I'm going to be called Gigi. So, anyway, I just want to tell you guys, listen. Stop waiting. Stop wasting time. Stop wasting your freaking life. I just posted a video that I had recorded a while back, and I had chopped it up into like little clips, and I edited it and I put it on my Facebook, and it was about not wasting time, right? It's like I did a demonstration, and I'm going to do it with, I don't know what I'm going to use. I don't have a string. I'm going to demonstrate it with, I don't know, this spoon right here. This spoon, you guys, let's say this represents your entire lifetime. Let's say this represents 100 years, right? 100 years. Now, some people will live longer, some people will live less. But so this guy, I want to say it was Billy Jean from Billie Jean Marketing. It could have been something. Anyway, this guy demonstrated with this spoon how our lives are. So he said the first thing you have to do is take off about 20 years, at least 20. Because most people are not going to live to be 100 years old. So take off 20 years. Then you've got to, let me see if I can do something. I'm going to use this straw. This will be better. Okay. So 100 years, right? This is life. You got to take off 20 years because most people were not going to live to be 100 years old. Now, I'm planning on $110. But anyway, most people are not going to live to be 100 years old. So you got to take off at least 20 years, right? The average life expectancy is like 70-something years old. So you take that off. Then he said you take off the 20 years when you were just growing up and learning about life, right? You didn't know crap, from, to you like 20, you didn't really know anything. So you got to take 20. This is what is left of life. This is what is left of your life. This part right here, this middle part. Some of us are going to live a little longer, right? Some of us are going to live a little longer. Some of us are going to live a little less, depending on how many years you have left, right? What are you going to do with this time that you have left on the planet? It doesn't seem like a whole lot, does it? Here's the thing. If you do it right, as they say, you only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough, right? You only need to live once, but you need to make decisions in your best interest. What do you want? What do you want? What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind for your kids? If you don't have kids, what difference do you want to make in the world? What difference do you want to make in your own freaking life? Those are the questions that I want you to be thinking about, and those are the things that I want you to be asking yourself. And I want you to do it while you're going to the link in my bio, while you're heading off to my website, www.teampaydaily.com. Or send me a DM. Say, Kara, you know what? I'm interested in making money from my phone. I'm interested in how I can work just 2 hours a day from my phone. All I need is Wi-Fi and a cell phone and to be coachable. Meaning that when you tell me to do A, I do A. When they tell me to do B, I do B. That's all coachable means. This is so simple, you guys. Inside of my community, there's almost 60,000 people. Almost 60,000 people. Here's the one thing every single person had in common. They all put their information into somebody's link somewhere. And they got connected. And they said, you know what? It's time out for playing small. Time out for making excuses and procrastinating. And like, tomorrow. Screw tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. So why not start doing the things that you can do today? I'm just saying. If you don't know me, my name is Kara. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a mom of 6. I'm a world traveler. And I'm here to set people free. Here to set people free from the stress and the strife and the daily grind and the 9 to 5. Listen, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt and the hat. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 5 years old. I had some kind of business venture since I was 5 years old, even when I worked for other people, right? So I started my first little venture. My dad set me up with my little shoe shine stand. I told that story, and I'll tell it again another day, but I'm not going to be on here long tonight, like I said. And then I graduated from, not being in school and shining shoes to going off to school and selling candy to the other kids, right? Selling my penny candy when penny candy really cost a penny, to the other kids at school, right? And then I just had something going on, and all the way up into creating a multi-million-dollar corporation offline with the old ex-husband, right? And he is out of here. Yes. And you know what? It's funny because I created this company, did all the things, right? Sometimes you did all the things. You did all the things you're supposed to do, right? Maybe you went to school. Maybe you got the good grades. Maybe you worked really, really hard. But here's the thing I want to tell y'all guys, that obviously hard work is not a measure of success. Hard work is not a measure of success. You know why? Have y'all seen, if you're in America or anywhere else, have you seen the immigrants that work in these fields picking our fruits and vegetables? Have you seen them work from sun up to sundown for a little bit of money to be treated and misused and abused? Even though they're working every day, even though they get up early, they're not lazy. They get up early. They go to work in the hot freaking sun. No American I know is going out there in the field in any southern state. I just moved back to Virginia from South Carolina, and let me tell you something. Nobody's going out there picking no daggone vegetables. No Americans that I know are really want to do those jobs. So when people come here, for them, that's a great opportunity. Now they want to change and have a better life, just like the universal things in this world are everybody wants better. Everybody wants a better life. There's nobody that's like, you know what, I really want a crappy life. No, everybody wants a better life. Everybody doesn't have the opportunities. But this program that I have, this Legacy Builders program, and again, we're doing our 30K and 90-day run. So go ahead to the link in my bio. Let's get connected. Or send me a DM. Say ready. Just put the words ready, and I will get connected with you. Or you can DM me your cell phone number, and I will touch base with you, and then we'll get connected that way. But I'm just telling you guys, like, everybody in the world, we have the same basic needs. I don't care where you come from. This is a global program. We have people in our community from all over the world, right? From the Netherlands and Scotland and Denmark to Ghana and Nigeria and people in New Zealand and South Africa and, everywhere. It's a global program. Here's what I do know. Everybody has the same basic needs. We all have the need to be loved, food, clothes, shelter, and to feel safe. Those are the things that every human being needs, okay? And so maybe you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Maybe you love your job. Maybe you hate your job. See, the last job I had before I created the company with the ex, I loved my job. I loved that job so much that I didn't want to leave when I got married. He was living in Virginia and I was living in Philadelphia because I was a director at the Municipal Tax Bureau of Philadelphia, right? I didn't want to leave my job. I loved my job. And it was tax season. I was like, I don't want to leave. I'm going to leave them in a lurch. And what are they going to do? Can I tell y'all, I left that job and they did not skip one beat processing tax returns. They did not miss one. They were like, oh no, Kara's gone. What are we going to do? We can't keep processing tax returns. Hold on, I got to turn my timer off. Okay, hopefully you're back TikTok and hopefully you heard me. So the last thing I said was that when I got married, I absolutely loved the job that I had. But my ex-husband, well, he was my husband then, was living in Virginia and I was living in Philadelphia. So for those of you who don't have a context, we're about almost 3 hours apart, 2.5 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours apart. And so he would come like every weekend. Some days he would come and, like in the evening, like I'd call him and be like, what are you doing? Come over. And he'd be like, okay. And he'd get in the car and he'd drive and he'd be there, in a couple of hours. And so when I got married, I loved my job so much that I did not want to leave it. And I left. And guess what? They kept right on processing tax returns. They weren't stressing out like, oh my gosh, we can't help these people. Kara's gone. Now, if you have a job, here's what you do want to do. You want to make it so that it is hard to replace you. Because guess what? I know it's scary. I know some of y'all are worrying about this. I know it's keeping some of you up at night, but AI is here to stay. You're worrying about these bots and the technology. Yes, it's going to take some people's jobs. Some jobs are going to be gone. But by now, they're going to be gone. So you have got to do what I tell my kids to do, what I tell myself to do, what I tell people that I coach to do. You've got to take control of every single thing that you personally can take control of. You can't control the government. Some people love all these stuff happening in the U.S. Some people hate it. There's really no middle ground. There's nobody who's like, well, I can take it or leave it. No. People have strong opinions one way or another. If you guys saw recently, they just took this dude out the game the other day, and I really have sympathy for his children. I really do. Every human has their flaws. I'm not going to go into a whole thing about how I personally may or may not feel about that person, but I'm going to say, if you really want to know what they stood for, go watch both sides of the argument about what both sides of the argument believe that this person stood for. Nobody should be taken out the game for their beliefs and for their free speech in America. Now, there are people, the same people, that are trying to take away free speech in America. But I think America is strong. I think we're resilient. And I think we're smart enough to not allow that to happen. But, again, can't control the government. Can't control what your job is going to do. Hey, I had employees. I love my employees. I was a great employer. But there were times when I had to let people go, whether I was a manager in a company or whether they worked for me personally. Sometimes you have to make decisions that are hard decisions. It's never easy to let, unless they're just, a creep or something and they're like, they gotta go. But for the most, it's never easy to make those decisions for most people. If you're a decent person. Now, some people don't care about people and all that stuff. So, my point is, take control of your own life. Take control of your own finances, your own future, your own fortune. You guys, we've got a little bit of time left. Before the year is over, what are you going to do? I gave you this example about life, right? Most of us are at least, if you're 40, right? We got like this much left if you're at least 40. If you're older, time is ticking. What are you waiting for? What are you afraid of? I know it's scary out here. I know it's uncertain times. But guess what? It's also great times. There are people doing a lot of wonderful things in the world right now, today. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all puppy dogs and sunshine. But there's more good times ahead of us than bad times. I really believe that. Now, if I'm wrong, hey, I'll be wrong. It's okay. I don't mind being wrong. But I'm right about this, that you need to get in this 30K in 90 days sprint. We are learning how to make money from our phones. It's 2025, you guys. If you're not making money from your phone, what are you doing? What the heck are you... What are you even doing if you're not making money from your phone in 2025? I mean, this is like... It would be like if it was 2025 and you refused to use a cell phone. Now, I remember when my kids I was getting a cell phone, and my kids were like, Mommy, you should get the phone with the camera. And I was like, what? I don't need that. I have a camera, because I had a camera and I had a video camera. I'm like, I don't need to take pictures of you. I know what you look like. I'm like, oh my gosh. Just thinking now, I say it all the time. My kids were so cute. Like I said, I have 6 kids. My mom is 6. I'm an empty nester. And my kids were just so cute. When they were all together, they were just always so funny. And then the last set of my kids are a set of twins. So it was just we always had the football team and my daughter had girlfriends over, and the guys all had their guys, little friends over, and everything was always at my house, right? Every event, everything was usually at my house. And so I loved it. And I miss that. I miss those days when they were little, and I was like, I can't believe that I didn't take more videos and more pictures. So that's something for you guys that are young parents, even if you're older, grandparents, whatever, start taking more pictures and more videos. Because not only are you going to want those memories, you're going to want your kids and your grandkids to have them as well. Let me see what we got here. Hey, Kiss. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Zena. Mayor Brian, 32 Night, user, a whole bunch of numbers. Anthony D, user. Jedi, Quintina, Elaine, Carmen, Tracy, Leah, Monster Man, Bobby, Jeffrey. My mom's name was Bob. Jeffrey, user, a whole bunch of numbers. Constant, Dave Fashion, Cecilia, Lim, Keeson, Kay Veruno, Alexa, Angela, Dawn, MJ, Diana, Jazz Love, Nicole, Richard, Anita, Jules, Brooke, Hannah Marie, Southern Belle, Fletcher's Girl, Grady, Kalis, R.E., Spinoza, Notary in the Sea, LaTroya, Gigi. I think I got everybody. I think I got all of you. Large in something. Alright, y'all, but I'm about to hop off here. Again, go to the link in my bio, put in your information, let's get connected. At the very least, get the details. Or send me a DM and say, ready, or info, and I will get you the information, because I don't want people to be left behind. I have a big goal, right? I'm a big picture thinker, right? And I told you that I created this multi-million-dollar corporation with the ex-husband, and then I walked away from that thing because the whole thing for me was very toxic. I walked away with my mama, my 6 kids, and my sanity, and I never looked back, you guys. I never regretted leaving. I things that I, that in an ideal world, yeah, my kids would have, been raised all the way through with the mom and dad and all that kind of stuff. Well, they had a mom and dad, but you know what I mean, in a 2-parent household like I was, and all of those things. But sometimes you just gotta go. And so I'm not telling you to leave your person. I'm just telling you that if that's something that is on your mind, and maybe you can't make any move because someone else is controlling you financially, let's get your own economy going. Whether it's your boss, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a parent, whether it's whoever, you feel like something is keeping you stuck. It's you. You're what's keeping you stuck. And so you've got to get unstuck. You got to get unstuck like Chuck. Go right there to the link in my bio. If you're on my Kara Revel's Crittenton, double tap at the top of the screen where you see my little picture. Tap that twice. It's going to open up in my profile. Tap there and you'll see the link in my bio. www.teampaiddaily.com. Let's get connected. All right, so I'm going to get out of here, but I'm going to say a quick prayer for you. This is something that I started because my man, hey Charlene, welcome in, had asked me one day, he said, do you pray before you go in your lives? And I was like, no, I say my prayers like, thank you for the day, Lord, and, bless the work of my hands and stuff like that before, when I get up. And I do say pray throughout the day. So, but no, I don't specifically pray for or before I go live. That's something I got to get better at doing. I haven't been praying before I go live, but I do pray on my live. So I'm going to say a prayer for everybody on here, and let's get connected. So thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for these wonderful people. Thank you for everybody that's here inside of the room, and for the thousands and thousands and thousands watching outside of the room, Lord. I know they just haven't opened that door and come in yet, but I thank you for everyone on here under the sound of my voice, whether they're here live or they're watching the replay. I thank you, Lord, for them and for their lives, and I pray, Lord, that you would show them that there is a better way, that they don't have to continue to struggle, that they don't have to sacrifice time with their precious children or their spouses, or even just doing things that they want to do because they're so worried about work and the boss and the bills. And they're just stressed beyond belief, Lord. I just ask you to touch them from the top of their heads to the soles of their feet. As I ask you to touch me, Lord, it was a stressful week. Thank you for letting me let that go and for letting me know that you have all of it under control. Even the things that I don't see, even the stuff that makes no sense to me, I know that you have a plan. And so I hope and pray, Lord, that you would let these people also know that you have a plan for them and for their lives. Lord, I ask you to bless this live. Let it be a blessing. Let it go out into the world so that people can see that you can be a good person and that you can make a lot of money and that you can use it for good and to change lives and to be a powerful force for change and good in the earth. Lord, we know that for people to go and do your work and your will, they have to have the financial wherewithal to do it. whether they want to care for a loved one, whether they want to give money to their church or their favorite charity, or maybe they just want to take that dream vacation that they've been dreaming of, Lord. Maybe someone right now is in need of a house. Maybe someone right now is in need of a car. Maybe someone right now is in need of food. Lord, I just ask you to let me be a blessing to someone, and let everyone in this space realize that they can also be a blessing to someone else. They don't have to do a big old thing. They can do something small. They can go visit an elderly person. They can call an older relative. They can cheer up a young person. You know, the world is so hard on our young people, Lord. They're always telling them they're no good and this generation sucks and all of that. They told my generation the same thing, Lord. So I ask you that you would bring us all together, heal our land, these racial divides, this class stuff. Heal us, Lord. And that's it. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope that you have an absolutely wonderful night. And I am going to get something to eat and go to bed so I can get up super duper early tomorrow morning. I appreciate everyone for hopping on here and supporting me. All right, y'all, have a good night. Hey, if somebody wants to go live and maybe you're a little afraid, or you want somebody to go live with you, or you would like somebody to co-host with you, just DM me the word co-host and I will get with you. Or when you do go live, share your live with me. I try to get on at least a few lives every day. I haven't been doing it for the last week because I moved, and then I just had a whole lot of things going on. I had some big deadlines that I had to reach, and so I got those done. All right, y'all. So our 30K in 90 days sprint is now. We are teaching you inside of our community how to make an income online from your phone, working just 2 hours a day. If that's something that interests you, go to the link in my bio, put ready in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Ciao for now. Bye-bye, y'all. Have a great night.